Doc, I want you to come up here a minute, all right? You know, I was just thinking about you on the way down here this morning. I love you.
I love you. I love you.
Don't think anything strange now, please, all right?
Let him think it. Who cares?
Oh, okay. You know what? God has blessed our university with a wonderful Hebrew professor. We are blessed. We have a Greek professor and a Hebrew professor. There are large universities that give their right arm for these two men. And we have them. I may be calling on you on and off today a little bit, okay? Would you explain real quickly what this is, and I'm going to do my teaching.
This is what is known as, in Hebrew, is called a Sukkot. Two or more are called Sukkot. So in Hebrew, this festival is called Festival of Sukkot. And they're tabernacles. The whole idea of Passover for the Jewish people is to commemorate, which God said to, commemorate the time that I led you out of Egypt with a strong hand with Moses. And so we don't think about this, but where did a couple of million people going through the desert in the Sinai, where did they sleep? They carried twigs with them, sticks and twigs and things, and they made something like this.
A little larger.
A little larger, yes. This is a
miniature.
An example. This is a miniature. It's a sukkah. The festival of Sukkot is for the Jewish people during the Passover is during Sukkot, which has something to do with Passover, but during Sukkot to commemorate that they build dwellings that they took down when they moved. Now, some theologians that I've talked with who know a little more than I, they did not take this down every day and then march some more, another couple of miles, and then put it back up again. They did this every few days. If they found a place that had a river or some water or some trees or an oasis, they stayed there and rested for a while. They didn't get up every day and leave every morning and get up every day and leave. They didn't do it like that. They did it every 2 or 3 days. Sometimes, if the place was terrible, they would say, hey, it's not a good place, let's leave. And yes, they would leave after one night, but most times it was 2 or 3 nights. So they made them so that they could withstand some people sleeping under them, usually on like what today we know about sleeping bags. They didn't have sleeping bags, but they had skins, they had animal skins, usually lambs or goats. They made a lot of things from a lamb when they killed it to eat. They saved the skins and they saved the hooves. They made things from these things. And so they made sleeping bags and sleeping apparatus, and so they laid them down. Sometimes they built a sukkah where 2 or 3 families would live in them. So a great example is if you go to Israel during Sukkot, Israel also has condominiums in some places, and they don't have a backyard or a front yard to build a sukkah. They build them hanging out the windows. In Israel, some streets are closed from traffic. Every store on that street builds a sukkah in front of their store. Mm-hmm. And they all hang fruits commemorative about what they ate, whatever they could bring with them. The kids usually, do artwork and all to commemorate the sukkah. So this is what we do. And in the Bible, the Lord does say, Jerry, you'll cover that a little more.
Yes.
It does say to keep the roof sparse, because they want you to keep looking up and seeing the sky. Amen. So, is that good for now?
Yes, thank you. Now let me call you up now and then just to reemphasize something here.